Battery 40%.
Here we go. We are back. We are back. Testing, testing, testing. Everything seems to be functioning correctly. We're back. I got maybe 1 to 2 hours in me today, but after watching the Game Awards, I figured why not. This game has been on my mind for the entire week. Unfortunately, I've been getting home after work and like literally like knocking out at like 8 p.m. like unintentionally. Like I'll eat, I'll chill for a minute, and I'll just lay down just to chill for a bit. And I'm out. I wake up. It's like 5 in the morning. So I'm like, dang, I didn't get to play a game. I didn't get to stream. I didn't get to do anything. So I was yesterday. I was supposed to play some, and then I said, "Yo, you know what? Let me. I got invited to watch the last Saw movie on Discord. And I said, yo, you know what? Let me watch that because I've been meaning to watch it and I haven't hung out here in a bit. But by the time I was done with that movie, I thought I could play and song. Hola. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to play and did you mean to have the TV on? I figured I'd just leave it on. Why not? Something different in the background. Sounds good. Thank you. Yo, but thank you for your what do you call it? Your shit, there's a fucking phrase I can't remember right now. Eye for attention. That's not it. Eye for details. Something along those lines. Thank you for noticing. Attention to detail. Something similar to that. There's a different one. But that works. Attention to detail. I was gonna play some of this game. This game has been on my mind ever since I played it. What was it? Monday or Sunday? Whenever it was, a few days ago. I got one brain cell at the moment. If you got one, I got -5. Cheers, my friend. After a long time not having a drink. I had a drink and personally, man, my ideas just flood into my brain when I have this drink. Not that I recommend it, but I just have so many ideas. And I write them down and I'm trying to get better at that because I forget so many. But what I was saying is this game has been on my mind since I first tried it. And I've been getting home from work. And side note, ever since I started driving every day, it doesn't even matter. Like there's days I come out of work and I'm like, yo, like, yeah, like it wasn't like a super tough day. I'm gonna do this when I get home. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go here, blah, blah, blah. I drive. By the time I park, I'm like, ugh, I just want to lay down. Like driving just fucking drains me like crazy. Yo, Zep man, welcome in, my man. But yeah, yesterday I was gonna play, but then I was in Mental stream and she invited me over to watch the new Saw movie. I hadn't seen it yet. Zetman was there. So I was like, yo, you know what? Let me watch that movie, man. Like, cause you know, I realize I haven't been like super active on Twitch and stuff. So I was like, yo, let me hang with these people and I haven't seen this movie, so let me watch the movie. By the time I watched the movie, enjoyed the movie, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna start playing because I'm actually kind of tired. This fucking late and I gotta wake up early. Today, I was watching the Game Awards, and I said, yo, I hit up Song. I said, yo, Song, should I stream today? Song said, if you got it in you, just picture this in her accent. If you got it in you, do it. I'm not even gonna try to mimic her. You need a driving playlist and a coming home routine. Well, Song, that's part of the problem. The speakers in my car suck, so I very rarely listen to music. I'm not very picky about most things, but one thing I'm not even gonna say picky, but it just bothers me if there's like a good song and I've heard it in a better quality, I guess. Whether it be like headphones or my home theater system. When I listen to it in the car, it's just so bad it irritates me. I just have to shut it off. So 99% of my commute is podcasts or I'm listening to YouTube videos. There's literally times I drive weeks and weeks and I'm just random YouTube videos. That's what I'm listening to. And I even came back from watching the movie. That's right. Yo, Juice. What up? What up? I'm into that podcast life. I gave up on music. Why did you give up on music? And which podcast do you recommend? Everybody, which podcast do you recommend? I'm always open to listening, trying out new podcasts. But yeah, like, so I'm like kind of stuck in this spot right now where it's like I don't have tinted windows and I don't have a good sound system, and it's like, do I invest in the car that I have now? That's pretty bare bones, plain Jane. It's fine. It works fine. But I'm like, should I invest like putting music and tints and stuff like that into this car? Or do I upgrade to something just slightly nicer and put it in that? So I'm just kind of caught in that in between. I'm not sure. I don't like a lot of music now. I listen to horror podcasts and video game podcasts. Ooh. Oh, you got to give me the horror podcasts. I don't have any of those. And I have not listened to new music and I don't know how long. I'm still listening to the same shit I was listening to like 20 years ago. Like, no lie. Like, I got a free trial to Apple Music because I don't subscribe. I cut back the subscriptions because I decided I was gonna get aggressive about paying down these credit cards and stuff because I realized like it's just taking such a big chunk of my check that like so many other things I could be doing with that money. So I cut back on every single subscription. I don't have any subscriptions, no music, no Netflix I have because it's bundled with my phone plan. So technically it comes out to like $4 a month, whatever. HBO, I split with my sister. We pay the not the monthly, the yearly plan, which is a $150 plan for a year. And we split it, so it's, $75 each for the year. We pay one shot. But yeah. If you want two dudes chatting that's not just these females, I would recommend the Basement Yard and Shits and Gigs. Huh. What are those about? Is that just random topics or does it revolve around a certain idea or something? Tooth and Claw about animal attacks. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. Oh shit, why'd I click off the game? If you're sick of true crime but want to scratch that itch, it's really good. True crime, I'm not a huge fan of true crime because that stuff tends to linger in my brain and it bothers me after a while. TBY is more or less random topics. SNG is more structured. Gotcha. I will check them out. Because there are times where I'm like sitting in my car, like I'm in the parking lot at work and I'm just kind of like scrolling. I'm like, I don't know what to listen to. The other day, Oh, I mentioned that I got a free 3-month subscription to Apple Music. So I said, yo, you know what? Why not? Doesn't cost me anything. I set the reminder on my calendar. The day before is due, I'll just cancel it. And I'm driving and I'm just like, Siri, skip. Siri, skip. I felt like half my trip was just Siri, skip. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't like any of this shit. There was maybe a few songs. But then Ludacris Move Bitch came on. And I was like it like perked me up. And I was like, yes, finally, like a song I can actually enjoy. And then I started thinking, like, damn, how old is this fucking song? Like, after this, there's very few songs after that era that I actually can say that I like. Creepy. A lot of fake story stuff, but very entertaining. Ah. Great series cast called Video Palace. I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna check these out. Got tired of true crime, but Tooth and Claw tells a story of the event, but uses that as a jumping off point for education about animals and what to do if you encounter one. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm never quite sure what you should do. Like, I see people do stuff on like TikTok and stuff when they come across like these wild animals and whatever. And it's very easy. You DM me, song, I appreciate you. Gracias. And you know, looking at it on your phone, you're like, yo, yeah, I would do this, and this, but it's like, yo, you say that because you chilling in your house or wherever you are, you have no stress. When you're face to face with some animal that could just kill you in less than 5 seconds, your brain goes to shit. It doesn't matter what you know. Two of the hosts are wildlife biologists, so the information is legit. Oh, that makes it even better. I love that. I love that. I just kind of been lately stuck in the rut. I've been listening to like finance podcasts, and they're very entertaining. They don't tell you anything new, but at least for me, like just kind of hearing it from a different point of view really drills it into your brain. Like I know this, and now that you're saying it, is like kind of like, yeah, I do need to like get into this. No wonder you're depressed. Song, my depression will go away if I had more money. That's the truth. There's just so much I want to do, and not even like selfish stuff. My selfish stuff, I'll tell you right now what my selfish stuff is. It's not even that crazy. My selfish stuff that I would do with money is, let me see. It's a lot of things that's added up over the years. Number one, I need a new couch. I need a new couch bad. New couch. Looking up new couches. I'm looking at 2-3 grand. Fine, I may be able to swing that. I need a new TV. I watch so many movies. You know, like there's just so many hours I spend watching my movies. It's worth the investment, like, because it's like, let me enjoy it now while my eyes are still good. Link to the TV. I want to upgrade my home theater system. I bought it back in 2010. We're talking about it's going on 14 years old now. Not that it's bad, but again, I spent so many hours watching movies. Let me enjoy it, you know? Those are my 3 main things. Everything else is just kind of like bills, man. If I could just knock these bills down a little bit, because it's like every year is like I'll get a raise and I'm good for like 3 or 4 months where I'm like, oh shit, I actually have money left over. And then like around that 4th month mark, everything just shoots up and it's like I'm back to square one. Like, what the fuck? This sucks. Need to be careful. Those finance casts can fuck you up. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not taking it as like 100%. I'm just gonna follow them. I just kind of pick and choose, you know. I also subscribe to like Reddit, like what's it called? Frugal. I can't remember exactly. It's like Frugal Finance, some shit like that. And like freebies and stuff. And those guys got all sorts of tricks, like shit that I never even thought of. And I've been able to take advantage of. And thank God has put me in a slightly better position. Financial stability is a big health and mental factor wherever you, yeah. Yeah. I've trust me, I've noticed because there's been times where I've had a ton of money at my disposal. Not that I was gonna like blow it or anything, but just knowing that I had it there for whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, my stress levels were non-existent, if I'm gonna be honest. Just non-existent. And it's not even like trying to get anything new, just you're able to have your house smelling nice. Like you can afford those luxury candles. Your car can be washed more frequently. So every time you get in your car, it's a way more pleasant experience. You know, maybe you could pick up new clothes. Not a ton of clothes, but a few pieces here and there that you like. You know what I mean? Couch is crazy expensive. Yeah, they're fucking expensive as hell. But I need one. The one I had, like, I held on to for so long because it was like when my kid was born. Well, not when he was born, but when he was little. So it was just like there's no sense in spending money because he's just spilling shit on it and jumping on it and stuff. But now it's like it looks like a fucking new kid. It's okay, but it looks fucking horrible, and it's like, nah, I can't. Me personally, stuff like that bothers me. Like if I'm in the house and it's like messy, it just ruins my mood. Seeing that couch all beat up ruins my mood. You know, the TV and all that, those are wants. Like I can enjoy movies on that TV even though it's not 4K, and the old home theater system even though it's not like the latest and greatest. I can enjoy that. But I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of like sound insulation and sound treatment of your apartment and all this stuff, and it's like I want that. I want to be able to just fucking blast my shit and not bother anybody. Plus, it works both ways. Nobody can hear you, but you can't hear the outside. Juice, you build your own stuff. What kind of stuff do you build? That's fucking awesome. I remember you were talking about that soundproof room. I was over here like, oh shit, you build anything? That's what's up, man. I wish I had that time. I don't trust myself. I may do something small, but nothing maybe more larger than like a milk crate. Talking about finance. The only reason I'm drinking this. It's usually the cheapest shit around. And not that, you know, I would rather not. I'm usually more quality over quantity, except for when it comes to drinking. How interesting is that? I would rather drink longer, low quality, than drink high quality, you know, for maybe like half an hour. Lazy's gonna build himself a padded cell. Nah. I don't care how fucked up I feel. I know for a fact I need to get outside. I need to walk and I need to see people. And I'm not the most social person, but I need some type of social interaction. Like even just hanging out the barbershop for a while. I leave and I feel like a boost in confidence. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just all that testosterone locked up in one room and just speaking with no filter and no consideration. You really do like leave like with a boost, like a confidence boost. Like you just, it just does something. I don't know what's the word for that. But yeah, it's interesting. Nail 4 pieces of wood together and then So if you thrift store towels together, boom, you have a sound damper. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong at all. Uh, I mean, the couch thing and the sound treatment and stuff, I already have an idea of which way I want to go with that. Make a TikTok about how oh, hell yeah. Yes, please do that. In terms of sound treatment, I found these curtains. I have it saved somewhere. And you built your own couch. Damn, that's fucking impressive, bro. That's what's up. I found these curtains where it's called like, I don't remember what it's called, but I remember the little promos like 3 in 1. And it's like one, it's isolation in terms of isolation. It's isolation in terms of temperature. So it's like, yo, it keeps you warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. It just keeps the temperature inside the crib. 2, it's blackout. So if you cover the windows, there's no sunlight coming through. And 3, it's supposed to reduce the sound in and out of your crib by 30%. So whatever noise is coming from outside, it should reduce it by 30% and vice versa. If you got some noise going on, it's going to reduce that by 30. There's also another thing that I saw that was linked to I want to say their Twitter, I'm not sure. But it was linked to their thing, and there's this mat, like this cork mat that you can buy. I think it's like $60. It's pretty big, but you put that under your rug in your living room. And that's another thing. It's like, yo, that's going to absorb a lot of sound and just kind of kill the reflections off the room. So that's another thing. I'm like, all right, I could get that. Like, that's easy stuff. That's nothing too crazy. I can reduce the sound of your house by 30% for like $40. What? What's your secret? Your rug instantly absorbs sounds. Yeah, I gotta get a rug again. I used to have rugs, but little kids, spillage. I don't have a rug right now, and I noticed there's more echo. Like the sound ain't the same. But yeah, I was looking, God willing, by maybe like the next 3 or 4 months, I'll grab a couch, I'll grab a big thick rug, I'll put something under it. Anything that breaks down the sound wave. It's very easy. Huh. So you're saying there's no need to pick up like any like specialized thing towards sound treatment? Huh. Interesting. Now I'm like super intrigued. Because I knew like the rug, yes, the rug will break it down, but I figured like all this extra stuff would break it down even more, which is my goal. I said it. I was watching Oppenheimer the other day, and my subwoofer was going crazy. Like I turned it down, but it was still going crazy. I said, you know what? All these years I've been living here, I never got a sound complaint, like a noise complaint, which is weird because I be cranking my shit up. But I was like, yo, I think today's the day because the bass in this movie is insane. Sound dampers I built are the same as $400 sound dampers you can buy. Wow. Juice, man, you the man. Made them for like $10. Look at that. Shit. My thing is like my neighbors on my side. I have neighbors on both sides. I don't hear them at all. Like the only times I will hear them, like I'll hear them during the holidays. Like I'll hear them Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. I hear like the noise coming because they have like a lot of people and the music is going, but it's nothing crazy. The rest of the year, I really don't even notice them, to be honest. My neighbors upstairs worry me more because I feel like the sound could travel a lot easier up than it does sideways because the way the building was built. I am poor. I know. I know workarounds how to make them look nice. Juice, you gotta send me a message, man. You gotta help me out, bro. Send me a few bucks. Send me a few bucks. Whatever I save, I'll send your way. Sound travels down easy. Oh, down it's easier. I've always been concerned because it's like I'll be here and you get carried away. I'm having a few beers, I'm listening to music or I'm watching a movie, and it's chill. And then like I'll go to the bathroom, and when I come back out, I'm like, oh fuck, that's fucking loud. And it's maybe like late. Like I'll be like, damn, it's fucking midnight on a Wednesday. I gotta turn that shit down. I will teach you how to build stuff. Yes, I'm all for it, bro. I appreciate that. On that note, let me just run to the restroom real quick, and I'm gonna get into the Invincible right away. All right. Oh man. Here we go. I built an 8x8 room. I have 2 inch of soundproofing covering the entire room for $700. Holy cow. The entire room for 700 bucks? That's something. I remember you mentioning it like it takes a bit to get used to. I am frugal. Hey man, that's the only way for us little guys. It's not easy to throw cash at everything. Like I start looking at all the things that I would like to do, and it's like, yeah, if I pay retail for everything, it's like a bunch of money. But it's like, okay, I gotta be cheap on this, this, and this.
Astrogator, I'm underground.
It's not for everyone. It does sound like
It's
I'm
hard to
underwater.
determine my exact location.
Hey, bro,
Novik,
that's life.
do you copy?
I don't even remember falling through this shit. What? Yeah, but those Reddit sub forums on frugal finance and all that,
Please come in. I'm sending an
they
SOS.
give me a lot of great ideas.
Anyone, please. Okay,
Talking right now, I can only hear directly in front of me.
just
Surround sound here is useless. Wow.
keep it together.
Was that your goal? Like just to just completely isolate that room? Nice. I just want to get it to a level where, like, for movie viewing, where I could just watch movies in here and crank them up just a little bit. I don't need them too loud, but just get that good volume. And I don't want it to be like bouncing off the walls and stuff. Like right now, I have an issue where, like, my living room is an open living room and then it's an open kitchen. So sometimes during like those bass heavy scenes, I'll get the stuff like the
Probably unsafe for consumption.
what you call them, the dishes in the kitchen. You'll hear them rattle.
Your quarters.
I can yell at the top of my lungs. Nobody cares. That's pretty cool.
Let's hope it's not fun.
Yup.
Shit.
What happened?
Otherwise, I'll never reach the surface.
This vibration. That's another game. That's my main issue. I want to cut down on how much bass can escape. I know that's tough because bass can cut through walls and floors and everything easy.
Poor visibility.
And it's not like I have like the bass all the way pumped up. Like I don't care for that, but that definitely adds another level. It's a way different experience when you hear that thump and you feel it in your chest. Like during winter, the noise is not a big deal like from the outside, but during the summer it can get rough because everybody's outside, everybody's blasting music outside. Not that it's like super bad, but it's annoying enough. So I'm like, if I could at least get those sound isolating curtains, they could help me out. I can't turn this shit on now. Had a neighbor who was deaf, told us during parties to keep the bass down, and he didn't care. Oh, that is fucking crazy. That makes sense though.
Okay. Careful.
Also, another thing is like depending on how your place is built. Oh shit. Oof. Depending on how your place is built, I've heard so many stories of people like, yo, I don't even blast my music, and my neighbors are complaining. And I know one guy was like, yo, damn.
I can't.
Hold up. One guy was complaining, like, yo, your bass is killing me. Like, it's shaking everything in my house. And he's like, how? He's like, yo, how? I don't even put my music that loud. So one day he was like, yo, could we just do an experiment? Like, yo, you come to my apartment, I'll go to yours, and I'll play the music at the normal level I usually listen to it. And we'll see, what the issue is. And they sorted that out. They swapped apartments. And he was like, yo, he was right. He was like, yo, the apartment, the music in my apartment wasn't loud, but in his crib, it was shaking everything in his living room. Like it sounded like it was just banging against the wall. And he was like, fuck, that's fucking crazy. And I forget, they did like a whole thing. It was like a few months long process. They ended up being cool and they worked together. and he bought like bass traps and like a bunch of stuff because he was like a real music guy. So he invested a bunch of money and he bought like all just like all these little things that it got to the point to where the neighbor just could not notice it at all. The bass kills, yeah, yeah, that's what I noticed. There was another one I was reading about some guy that he there was this dude. He's like a big audiophile. He had like this crazy system, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I forget, I can't tell you, but just reading the brands, I know it's like more than some people's houses. But he took a job opportunity in one of the big cities, and where he lived, he was kind of out of the way. He had like this big house, and the neighbor was maybe like 30 feet in each direction. So he had all this space, so he never even really worried about like blasting his music. But he brought that system into a condo, and he was like, "Yo, the first day I was there, my neighbor comes over. This lady, she was like, hey, listen, like, yo, welcome, whatever. But I just gotta let you know, like, your music is shaking everything in my room." He was like, really? He's like, damn, okay. So he's like, yo, I put it down for a few weeks and stuff. When I built my room, every stud I put in, every pan I put out had silicone wood. Smart. That's the way to do it. But this guy, he was like, yo, I have this expensive equipment. I love my music. Like, this is my thing. Like, I work hard. This is my enjoyment. I can't, continue living like this. I can't just not blast this system. My man got some contractors, ripped down the walls that were adjoining the apartments. So they basically, I don't remember what it's called, decoupling some shit. They put something under his floor. They put some kind of isolation. They did like double studded something to the wall. They put crazy amount of isolation. Built a floating room. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He didn't describe it that way, but that's what it sounds like. Like, basically disconnected the apartment from the rest of the building type of shit. Put shit in the ceiling. Put shit in the ceiling. What was the other thing? Oh, he also put a dedicated power line because he went to the whole thing where, what's it called? It's like clean power, like direct power to your sound system makes it sound better. He did that, and the contractor tried to convince him, like, yo, like, that's kind of a waste of money because, yeah, you get an improvement, but it's not worth it. He was like, yo, man, I'm going to be here for a long time. I like my music. I want it. Did that. All in all, whatever, at the end of it, he says, yo, I'm glad I spent the money. I blast my shit like crazy. And unless you're standing like right outside my door, you can't tell. The neighbor hasn't been back since. I asked her if it's a problem. She said no. And he was like, yo, and it'll increase the value of my condo if I sell it one day. Oh, that's what you did. That sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. Separated power lines. I would take my chances with. It's not. It sounds like a lot. I'll take my chances with a lot of things. Electric stuff, I don't. I don't know why the speaker just went off. Electric stuff, I just don't touch. I have zero confidence in my ability to deal with them.
Can't.
I feel like I'm gonna burn something down.
Pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked.
If you don't know power, don't touch power. Hey, yeah, I don't and I won't.
Nothing. If the radio is still receiving.
You will die. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Oh, there's hope. I can't be too far underground. I fast.
Did you catch the Game Awards?
But
They
you
show some
didn't,
pretty cool trailers on there.
apparently. Bollocks.
Ran a separate line
Come the other way
from my
round.
box to my room. Nice. Love the awards. Which games are you looking forward to? Do you think Baldur's Gate deserved it? I feel like most people are gonna say yes. Like ever since it came out, most people are saying like, "Yo, this is the best game ever." You do? Yeah. I haven't played it. The only thing keeping me from playing it is because I'm not a fan of like the D&D style. I'm still like, I should give it a shot. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, man, this is $60, bro. $60 for something that I'm likely not gonna enjoy. They worked hard on that game, and many people love that style of game. Yeah, I know. I see that. It's inexpensive. Maybe, yeah, that's my issue. If it wasn't that expensive, I'd give it a shot just because of all the love it's getting. But I can't swing that right now. Maybe when it goes on sale in a few months, I'll grab it.
Astrogator.
I mean, that's kind of like a Witcher 3. Witcher 3,
Gator?
it came out in the time of my life when I was like really busy. I wasn't really gaming like that. And over the years, I've heard people
I used to find
mention it like, yo, you gotta play Witcher 3, you gotta play Witcher 3.
the silence is even worse.
And
Dark thoughts creep
I
in.
I kind of ignored it up until last year.
Something's happening.
Where this guy Cookie told me, he was like, yo, bro, you can get Witcher 3 right now for under $10.
And we'll come back for him.
Hold on, I'm trying to listen. He was like, yo, you could get Witcher 3 for under $10. The complete edition. It comes with all the DLCs, all the things. And CD Projekt Red, they're doing a free update to update all the graphics. So I said, all right. So I grabbed it there. I think it was like $8 and something. Cool. But I didn't play it. Like I literally didn't. I played maybe like 3 hours. The beginning is kind of slow. So I was just kind of like, like it's cool. It's not bad, but it's not like hooking me, you know? And then one Sunday, while I was drinking a large Dunkin' Donuts coffee, it was super early in the morning. It was just one of those days I woke up early for no reason. And I went out, I did something, I got my coffee, I came back, and I was like, let me check out this Witcher shit. Bro, that shit just fucking hooked me. It was like around that time when you leave that first section and I got to the open world. Oh my God. If you're an open-minded person, you think you will like. I'm pretty open-minded. It's just that D&D style has never been my thing. Like I've never like wanted to play that type of game, you know? Sometimes you gotta watch 2 episodes to a new show. That is true. But bro, I'll tell you, ever since that day, that one Sunday a few months back, where I had my large coffee and I was just on the Steam Deck with my headphones on and I was playing it, yo, I must have played like 4 hours straight and I only stopped because I got hungry. And almost every day I've been playing maybe like a couple hours every day. I was playing, what was it, like 3 days ago? And if I didn't have to wake up early to go to work, I think I would have pulled the all-nighter because I was so into the side quest I got to. You feel like I would be great at D&D? Really? I don't know. It's never appealed to me that much. The games that I have played that had similar structure to that, I ended up dropping it just because I don't have the patience. I think it just kind of has to catch me on the right day. You have the voice. I think you're creative as fuck. Song, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Get your rest. That's interesting that you say that, Juice. I used to be creative. I mean, I still have all sorts of ideas. Speaking about creative, Song, you still here? Before you go. Let me ask you something. I've been kind of going back and forth in my head. I feel like I'm not pumping out enough content on social media. Just personally, I'm like, I should be putting out more. Like, there's too many gaps. And the clips I've been putting out, I'm not exactly happy with. I'm just putting out clips. Honestly, just to put out clips, just to be like, hey, I'm still here type of shit. And I was like, yo, I forget where I got this idea, but someone just said, bro, just record yourself talking and just clip it. I said, that doesn't sound like such a crazy idea. What do you think if I maybe like on my commute, I have about a 45-minute drive? That 45 minutes, I could talk for about most of it about random topics. But would that be something interesting? Should I keep it just towards the gaming? Should I just go all out, free for all? You never lose it, you just need to feel it again. Yeah, I agree. There was a point in time where I was living with like a bunch of people and I felt like my creativity like kind of got dimmed in the sense where like I feel like I can't have too many eyes on me all the time. I need to be alone for a little bit and the ideas start to flow. I think that's why I get so many ideas when I work out or when I walk. Because even though there's people around, this New York City, there's people around, but nobody's paying attention to me. Nobody's looking at me. I'm just kind of alone in the crowd and I have all these ideas in my head. Do a podcast about something you're passionate about. I'd say I'm pretty passionate about gaming, but I'm always like a few steps behind. Like I just can't keep up with all the new shit. Do things you're passionate about. Fuck what people want. What do you want? I guess in the overall sense of I want more interaction. I feel like I'm putting out a bunch of content, but I'm not getting a lot of feedback really. Like if I look at like my YouTube and like TikTok and all that stuff, like I will get a few comments here and there, but overall, it's like I'm pumping out all these videos and nobody's saying anything. There's no comments, no nothing. A few steps behind is normal. I know, but at the same time, it's like I look at all these other creators. I mean, I know it's not right, but I look at all these other creators and yo, they're on it. They're on top of like, yo, this game is coming out next week. Like they already played that shit. I'm like, fuck. More horror, more variety. I lean more towards horror. I'm like right there where I prefer horror more, but I'll play any type of game personally. Like Cyberpunk and Witcher 3, I love those games, but I will never stream those games just because I like to get consumed in that. Like, I can't be distracted by anything. I just want to, like, Witcher 3, I play in the dark room. Dark room, usually headphones, and I'm just in that world. Don't look at them. You are you. They are rich. Yeah, you're fucking right. They are rich. That is correct. That is correct. I guess I have my answer. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. I just kind of been going back and forth. Yeah, I should do it. Nah, don't do it. Da, da, da. I don't know. That self doubt just kind of creeps in and just fucking. Play that game, but talk during the silence. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Unless I die here.
If you ever play Firewatch, this is similar to Firewatch. I love Firewatch.
I think it's this way.
And Firewatch is a game that I only played because someone told me about it and it was on Game Pass. So I was like, got nothing to lose. what's going on over here. But I feel like I'm gonna come across like a troll or something. Can I squeeze through here? No. Don't play the popular. Play what you think is interesting. Trust me, your favorite viewers will follow. You're excited about a game, they'll get excited to watch you. That makes sense. You're right. You're actually right, man. I think I've just been overthinking the whole thing. I just kind of gotta do what I want to do.
I can't stop.
And it's funny because when I started my YouTube channel,
I think I'm starting to freak out.
my whole idea was, okay, I'll make content that I would want to watch. And slowly over time, like looking back, I realized I just started taking too much into consideration what other people want, and it's just kind of like
Just enough.
that never helped me. Like it just it slowed down my production.
Racing against time, Yasna. We're fighting for our lives.
Gain more popularity when I stopped caring about what people wanted to see.
I can't.
That's what's up.
Your timing is perfect, as usual. Any more advice? I thought so.
Okay.
You know, I did what I could, but it still wasn't enough.
The game I got to get to is Alan Wake 2. I surprised myself I haven't played that game. Like I played maybe like an hour of it,
I will not give up.
but I was a little too many beers in, so I couldn't really get into it. But I haven't gone back to it. I have to get back to it. I love the first one. Wait, what? When was the last time you hear my name? What do you mean? I don't follow. What surprised me at the Game Awards is a new game Sega announced. Which was the new game Sega announced? Oh, is that Persona looking game that's coming out? And it looked like they're coming out with like a mini Dreamcast type shit. Okay, read message before. I have to say I have wanted to see this game, see it already work. When was the last one? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't follow. I do have to say I have wanted to see this game, see it already work. You're talking about the Invincible. Just a radio. Wait, is okay, but I saw that Zetman. I saw that, but I don't know, for some reason my brain went towards they're pumping out like a mini Dreamcast and it's gonna have all these games, or are they just gonna put out all these games? They're gonna be separate releases. I feel like those are gonna be tough sells nowadays. Maybe if they're priced correctly. But my mind automatically went to like they're building like a mini Dreamcast as it's coming out with all these games. Oh, why is this flashing? It's mostly towards old heads like us. Yeah, true. Golden Axe. Yo, I used to play Golden Axe all the time on Genesis. I love that shit. Oh, come on, man. Why is this game fucking up on me? Out of nowhere. Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. Hell yeah. Had a PA, no worries, man. I wasn't following. I don't see, I wasn't following your message where you were saying, I do have to say, I wanted to see this game. She already worked. When was the last time you hear my name? The soundtrack to Streets of Rage is fire. Yep. That Blade game caught me by surprise. That looks interesting.
Of course you wouldn't let me.
Oh, and the
down,
Kojima
Lisa.
game. I think that's the same game he was pitching to Stadia. And for whatever reason, they didn't want to fund it.
I still don't know if I can do it.
The composer of Streets of Rage actually got a DJ. Got to DJ at a club. Oh, shit.
All right. Somehow it'll work.
OD, the new horror IP. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I remember it. There was a rumor that OD is just all the ideas he had for the game PT before Konami shut it down.
I did it, Astrogator.
And he's working with Jordan Peele to bring that horror element. I know Microsoft is giving him a blank checkbook at this point. For Google to shut it down and for PlayStation to pass on it is because he was like, yo, I need crazy amount of money. I remember he was in the works on it and I want to get shook. Yeah, man.
I don't believe my eyes.
Oh, haven't been in the stream verbally in a while. I have been lurking, but this game drew me out. If you play a game you're passionate in, it will draw your view. Ah, gotcha. You hype for the new Kojima? Yeah, man.
Bones of some prehistoric reptile.
But either way, man, I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate all that. I don't have like, I don't know, man. I see these streamers. They seem pretty cool, but they have these hardcore rules where it's like
Millions of years ago.
they don't like lurkers. They don't like anybody talking about that they stream. But it's like, bro, this is a website full of streamers.
Or viruses.
The bulk of your viewers are likely streamers.
Starting to suspect that someone or something forces
And if all it takes is one or two people saying that they stream or they're gonna stream to lose your audience, like,
If so,
I don't know what to tell you.
happen, do they? The question
Lurkers are
is,
the best? Hell yeah.
have I encountered this thing already?
I am a horror streamer. Gets me excited. Oh yeah. But
Seem to get tired
from the bits and pieces that I've gathered,
of it.
Kojima got a fat check to make this game happen.
Is my mind
Big
going
fat
to
check.
Me too.
Should I hate is you mentioning a game that a streamer hasn't played yet and it's automatically considered spoiler? What? How is that a spoiler?
Don't hesitate. I will die.
Hey man, even a spoiler, man, unless it's like something like just straight up some asshole shit like, yo, this is gonna happen right now. You can't be mad at that.
Astrogator, I'm close.
Saying the name of the game, give me a fucking break, bro.
I was sure he would hear
F
me this
that.
time.
This game, I don't know, at least for me, it really makes me feel super isolated while I'm on this damn planet. What card you got? What you mean, what card?
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Oh, graphics card? I got a 2070 Super.
Sir, I've heard you all the way.
What happened? Why? It's looking a little shaky on your end. That's a good card. I mean, I haven't had any serious issues with it. I've been enjoying. Oh shit! What the fuck? I guess I'm hallucinating.
It's a monster. I see a fucking monster. Seems I've gone crazy after all.
Don't panic, Jasper. Just describe your death.
A metal shell. Kind of like a crab. Shoots a beam of energy capable of melting metal.
Oh shit!
It's a machine. You should retreat immediately. There's a chance it won't detect.
It sounds like you know what it is, sir.
Well, I have my suspicions.
I think it's moving away from me.
You have multiplayers, like trials, demonology. Out of those, let me see. Out of those, I have Phasmo only. Outlast Trials, I watch everybody play. I feel like that game wasn't for me, for whatever reason. Phasmo, I play, but I'm just kind of like a golden retriever. You tell me what to do, and I'll do it. I never really got like the real grasp of that game, how to play it. Because people's like, oh yeah, you just got to use the thingamajig and check the thing. And I'm like, well, fuck, man, how do you know that? But then you look at the people's hours in the game and they got like 500 hours. Like, okay, that's how they know. You should play fast one day. I will teach you. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm totally down for it. When are you usually available? If you're down this weekend, you know, evening time, we could get something going. Oh, what's going on?
How is it possible that the Alliance machine got here before us?
I'd like to know myself. If our intel's correct and Invincible already landed on Regis 3, they'll have a huge advantage over us. So why won't they confront our ship head on?
Instead, they waste time on some shady diversion.
What the fuck?
It's still here. I have to. I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me.
Oh no.
It's getting closer. It's gonna crush me.
Off stream just teach and did on stream. Cool. Yeah, whatever. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna die here after all.
Did I just die?
Jasper, we
Oh no.
evacuate you. I'm getting paralysis.
I'm okay. Though I don't know why.
This weekend, maybe Sunday. Okay. I mean, you let me know. You know, we'll figure it out.
I think so. Please. Wait a minute.
If you follow me like on Twitter or Instagram, just shoot me a message there. I'll see it right away. But I'm definitely down.
I guess it's
The thing with Phasmo, it's usually like they invite me like, yo, we need one more. I jump in there like, yo, do this, and this, and you know, I'm just kind of running around, just fucking around. But like play the game. Like I don't really get it like that.
Also a switch.
Probably from the registry. Can you get the record?
Let's see.
We'll definitely message. All right, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, what do we got?
You guessed right, sir. The Alliance is indeed already on the planet. They even managed to set up a fill base.
How could headquarters have got it so wrong? According to intelligence, the Invincible was not due to arrive for another 14 days.
I guess we should ask them back home.
Hmm.
And that's me. Wow. It really did almost flatter me. Probe. It distracted the antimats.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
I don't believe in such coincidences, Astrogator.
Astrogator. Let's go. So what the hell are they doing here? There's Luna. Hooked on this game called Fire Emblem Engage. What game is that? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Broadcasting a while ago. So maybe we can say
Fire? What kind of game is it?
You could say that since I've been a probe, I haven't been alone.
On the Switch, tactical RPG. Nice.
anyway, you're not entirely alone.
I feel like I've lost another.
Bro, I can't remember the last time I played a tactical RPG. It's been a long fucking time.
down here.
Oh, what's going on?
Okay.
After playing on the Steam Deck, yo, the Switch is so uncomfortable to me right now. Every time I try to play, like when I play Mario Wonder,
Person.
my hands be cramping up like crazy with those stupid Joy-Cons.
Years to get their brain.
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly.
XCOM 2.
Yes. Okay. Time to get out of here.
Not good. You simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Now of all times.
Oh, shit.
I know, Doctor. But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute.
This a
Do you
dead
have
end?
any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hardcore.
Joy-Cons ain't meant for big hands, that's the truth.
More.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to
But the
save
Steam Deck,
Christy.
when it comes to that, Steam Deck is crazy comfortable.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
I could
saying.
play on that thing for hours, no problem. The Switch,
I was going to tell you later.
a little over an hour, I'm fucked up.
What?
His readings.
No,
Does it want me to go back through it? I
you
don't
don't
know.
have to finish.
There's nothing back
I
here.
understand.
You did what you could.
No. I did what I
The
thought
Pro
was
Controller.
right.
Oh, you got the Pro Controller off liquidation. Got lucky, works fine. Yo, I heard that controller's excellent.
Enough! I've heard.
And they got the crazy battery life.
By the way, how long have we been out?
The longest 20 minutes of my life.
Mm. So short. Thought it was 5 minutes.
Interesting. For me, it passed so quickly.
That's a while. Yeah, that's what I hear, man.
Minutes at most.
That's the same thing I say to people that were like, yo, you put batteries in your Xbox controller? I'm like, yeah, but it's not the same as having to swap them out every 6 to 8 hours. Like, them shits last a long time. Well, I swap them out. We're talking. It's pushing damn near a month. And I have the rechargeable. I have the end loop rechargeable batteries. They last a long time. Let me chill. She's out of breath. Looking a little. What?
The storm's getting worse.
Oh no. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yo, welcome in. Yo, Six. What up? What up, bro? Where you been? I was actually thinking about you the other day. I was like, yo, what happened to this guy? I figured you just got busy. You're still laughing at me in the YouTube short? That's good. That's good. What are you playing right now?
Investigator. I found their vehicle.
Transporter. Here we go. Let me go drive off a freaking cliff. Can't move. Oh, there we go. Yes. All right. Okay. Turn that bad boy on. That's cool. The door is open. Oh, I don't get to drive. Oh, here we go.
I'm going. Please talk to me.
Damn, you know, bumpy ass road. Shit.
Oh, shit. It hit the bonnet.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the road directly, you'll come out unscathed. The vehicle is kind of a power shape. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
I'm not worried. I'm a goddamn oasis of peace. And there are exceptions.
Still grinding that Overwatch? Yeah, that was your thing.
Shattering at high voltage.
Yeah. I enjoy watching it. I can't play that. My eyes can't keep up. It's just way too much happening. Maybe here. Oh. Trying to sort out some audio issues. Yo, good luck with that. Hopefully you get it fixed, man. I look forward to your future streams. I need more people. I cleared out a lot of my followings. Just nothing personal, but there was just a lot of people that stream games I did not care to watch,
You are making this up, aren't you, sir?
and their personality weren't enough for me to continue watching. So I need more people to watch is what I'm saying. You know, I thinned out my following, so there's not a lot of people live every time I jump on Twitch. Ooh. We'll be back full time soon. That's what's up. Good to hear. Oh shit, did I get this thing stuck? Oh my lord. I wish I could give, you know, I've been thinking about that. Like, yo, what if I just take like a few days off work and just kind of just grind, like just stream all day? I don't know. I'm not sure it'd be worth the effort. Like just kind of hop on at 9 in the morning and just go until I get tired.
Subsided.
I was watching a video of some kid that he did that. Like he would take classes in the morning. He would work part time, but when he wasn't in class and he wasn't working, he was streaming.
That's not it.
And for like 2 years, he just had maybe like 50 viewers average.
Information.
And then one day after like 2 years,
What for?
his viewers just started going crazy. Like his views started going crazy, and like he got noticed by brands and all this stuff.
Emmett's 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Emmett's are equipped with the black box. Please find it.
On that note, you know what? I'm looking at the time, and unfortunately, I have to get to bed because I gotta wake up in a few hours. But God willing, I want to be here tomorrow to finish this game. I know this game isn't long. I want to be here tomorrow, and we'll finish. We'll wrap it up. Yeah, man. Have a good night, Zep, man. Yo, we'll pass next stream. Yo, I appreciate that. Take care. I'm gonna just check to see if anybody wants to still hang out. I'll see if I could raid somebody similar taste, similar games. Let's see, real quick. Oh, you know what? Nat the Brat is actually live. Nat is cool. She tends to play more like mobile games and stuff, but she's cool. You could go say what's up to her real quick. I'm gonna just make myself like a quick sandwich, brush my teeth, and go to bed and get some rest. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.